Hey guys, Natural Progressive. Chris, I just wanted to check in. I know it's been a while. I kind of took a deep breath over the weekend. I've been having some issues. One of my old dogs I thought was going to pass away over the weekend, but no, he's decided to get his second wind, and he's doing okay now. Not great. Still can't walk very well, but doing okay. Um, Other than that, I've had issues with taking. I take medication for anxiety, and lately, I've kind of not been able to take it. I gag every time I try to swallow a pill. I've never been good at taking pills. I have a really strong gag reflex, and so I've been suffering from a lot of anxiety and just a little stressed. I keep hearing more and more stories about what we are facing. There it seems like every other day there's some new threat that we're facing, and not understanding why some people are not completely researching this or whatever, understanding the threats we face, and why they need to. They're either two classes. They take the hopium route of, well, they believe in climate change and all that, but they think it's still a long ways off, and we have time to recreate our infrastructure, not considering at all the raw materials that would have to be extracted from the planet in order to do that. There's that I'm dealing with, and then there's others that just deny it altogether. I'm totally behind on reading comments as well, because when I suffer from anxiety, I tend to just shut down entirely. I shut down. So, been working through this as much as I possibly can. It's really hard. I want to keep doing this channel. I do, but sometimes I go through little stages where I'm like, people are never going to get it. They're just not going to get it. We need to reduce the population. We need to stop the wars. The Green New Deal is a great thought, but what it would take to totally rebuild our infrastructure would be insane as far as the environment goes. It would totally screw things up. People cannot continue living the way they're living and expect any kind of change as far as helping the environment. We can't, live with all the electronics, like I'm communicating with you right now. We'd pretty much have to live an Amish lifestyle to support the amount of people we have on this planet today. I was watching one show that was talking about we'd have to adopt the lifestyle of like Zimbabwe, where they have regular power outages that are scheduled every single day. They don't travel long ways to work. Almost everybody doesn't have a car. They don't have medical services like we do here. People aren't going to be willing to do that. So the only other option is to reduce the population. In order to support the lifestyle that we live now, we would it would only support possibly what they say, 1 billion people tops, and that's really optimistic. So I don't care what kind of infrastructure you build, be it solar panels or wind or whatever, what have you. We can't do it. We can't. It'll take so many fossil fuels just to extract the raw materials that we would need to build that infrastructure, that it would totally destroy what we have left, and we don't want to do that. So yeah, the biggest thing I'd be fighting for right now is to end the war, all the wars, like bring everybody home, stop flying as much, try to live a more simple lifestyle. We need to get off the capitalistic system that's based on growth. We cannot afford any more growth. We need to depopulate, and by that I am not pro killing people or anything. What I am for is voluntary degrowth, and also making birth control more accessible, educating women, just anything you can do to voluntarily depopulate our world. And I mean, who would want to bring a child into this world knowing what is going to happen? I just read a news story, and I'm going to be covering this. It was from NASA, and they were talking about a whole other problem that we're facing that could pretty much destroy everything within 3 decades, which is, that's just one of the issues, like that alone in 3 decades. So, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm a little distraught that people are really stuck on thinking that we can fix it just by solar panels and windmills and all that, when that will actually probably make our destruction happen faster. I don't know how I can get that through people's heads. It will happen faster. When you're trying to transport the products, get the raw materials out of the ground and destroy more biosphere, manufacturing it will cause more pollution. I mean, think about all the steps it takes to build this stuff. I'm all for people putting up solar panels on their house and all that, but we really need to think about the other issues: the war, the population, and lifestyle, and capitalism. All of that needs to be considered, not this Green New Deal or anything. It's a really happy thought. It's just not doable and sustainable. There's no sustainable growth. So that's all based on economic growth for a sustainable society. And it's not going to work. We're going to have to live like the Amish or something. And that's not even going to work. But, I'm all for trying to mitigate the damage and slow it down a little bit. I'm just not very hopeful. So anyway, on another note, I will be talking to Guy Lane again. I believe it's Wednesday at 7. And then Thursday I'm going to be on Graham's show. Not Thursday. It probably won't be posted till Friday. But I'll be doing an interview with Graham Elwood, and I will be going on a very, very lightweight topic. We're going to be talking about the medical marijuana here in Utah, and probably get into the hemp, which will be an interesting discussion, because hemp is something that may help with building, replacing cement. I've got to look more into that. But anyway, hemp was just legalized here in Utah a while back, so they were talking, there's a new story about hemp production going to be really big here. Hopefully it doesn't take up any more land. Hopefully they'll use fields that already exist or plow up parking lots, because we really can't afford to lose any more of our ecosystems, our biosphere, to more stuff for humans, because humans rely on the biosphere. In case you're thinking that I don't give a crap about humans, we need the biosphere. So anyway, this is way longer. I rambled. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to catch up on comments on my videos. Like I said, I took the whole weekend off. We had a family event, and honestly, I've been really stressed about not being able to take my medicine for my anxiety, and still suffering for it, trying to adjust. So thanks guys for understanding, and we will talk to you on Wednesday, if not before then. Thanks guys. Have a good day.